Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 25th, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, that's beautiful. It helps this channel more than you will ever know, so thank you so much for doing so. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me so much. So thank you so much, Libra. I love that you had just come out right away, the 10 of Cups. So that is absolutely beautiful. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. We have the Eight of Cups reversed in the exact same position that Virgo had. And I can tell you, I shuffle and meditate on these cards so much before the camera even comes on. So that is very interesting. If you're born in the cusp with Virgo, or you have Virgo in your chart, or you're just interested, go check out that reading. We then have the Knight of Wands reversed, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the King of Swords in the upright position. That's us. We're represented by the swords in the minor arcana, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We then have the Two of Cups. And we have the World reversed, which is interesting that these two cards came out at the same time. And the Virgo reading began with the Eight of Cups reversed and ended with the Two of Cups in the upright position. And these could have easily been switched. So I just think that's very interesting. Okay. So what we're going to see here is that with the 10 of Cups, there's happiness coming forward. We're looking at things and saying, what makes me happy? What brings joy into my life? How do I move forward in what I love and what I desire? And where is it that I need to be? The 10 of Cups is, and they all live happily ever after, which I absolutely adore. With the Eight of Cups reversed, there's something we need to walk away from. We're not quite ready yet. And it's going to be holding us in a place where we're frustrated, but we don't know why. We're irritated, but we don't know why. We're trying to put our finger on it. And it's going to be a thing that we had wanted. We thought, oh, this is where I want to be. This is how I want things to move forward. And we're going to see that it's quite different than what we had imagined it would be. And it's almost like right now we're letting go of the dream of something instead of the reality of it. With the Knight of Wands reversed, this moon is in Leo. So there can be a bit of an energy around us of like, I just want to go and do, right? Coming forward, especially if we have fire sign energy in our charts. So do be aware of this during this time where it's just like, I just want to go and do. And it doesn't matter. Like any movement is going to be better than staying still. And that's not always the case. So just be aware that sometimes being still, being centered, being calm, stepping back, that's the best way we can possibly move forward, because there is this bit of an agitation that's like screeching on things. So do be aware of that. With the King of Swords, this is us coming through, right? We're coming at things as a king, powerful, distinguished, determined, focused. We can be very much in our own heads during this time. So do be aware of that. We can kind of overthink and overanalyze. Yes, definitely. But we're going to be very much in the thoughts and the ideas of things, in the connection with our heart coming forward. We are ruled by Venus, so the heart comes forward very, very powerfully. And Leo, whether you believe it or not, is the most linked to the heart energy of all the zodiac signs. And why I say that is because, when I learned this, I thought, oh no, I always see Leos, and I have a lot of Leos in my life and I love them to pieces. But I always think, oh my gosh, so much drama. There's always a sense of like you can blow things out of proportion. And maybe that's my own drama self, being mirrored back to me, and I just find it exhausting at times. And so what I'm seeing here is like the energy of the heart coming forward is going to be so important, but we don't want it blown out of proportion. With the Two of Cups, this is healing, beautiful love. And we're going to need to harmonize in that healing, beautiful love. And it's not about opening up to the rest of the world. It's about standing in our own universe of self. It's about seeing ourselves and looking at the way that we need to move forward for us. So let's see what Spirit has to say Oh, and if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of February. So good luck to everyone. It will be scanned by anybody contacting you in the comment box. It will not be me. All the instructions will be in the video that will be put up, posted on the 1st of February. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is Meditate Reverse. Meditation is the last thing that we want to be doing. We want to be in the thick of everything. So meditating, slowing things down, and connecting is not going to be something that we think of as fun, or we think of as necessary, or we even want to be, associated with right now. But it's going to be really important for us. So being aware of that is going to be a very good thing. And also being aware that we don't want to do it and that it's good for us is going to be a good thing. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. This is Soul's Healing. This is from the Soul Star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And this is healing energy coming down, just that centering, that sense of seeing ourselves, centering into ourselves, understanding the way that we need to move forward for ourselves. Where we're going to be looking at things, and it's just like meditating. We're wanting to go so fast. We're wanting to connect with so much that connecting with the soul star chakra is going to be something that we think, oh, I'll do that later. There's always going to be time for that. Our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. This is the King of Cups. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is manipulative energy. This is somebody who can really bark out things at us and really have a way of saying it has to be like this. And they're going to use our emotional connection with things in order to get what they want. So just be aware of this during this time. Emotionally manipulative person who has a tendency to yell. Okay. So let's see how the tarot intertwines with the astrology of this time. So on the 25th of January, we have the full moon in Leo. It's at 5 degrees, 14 minutes of Leo. And we are being asked, what is this bringing closure to? So we're having this bring closure to kind of what we need to leave and what we have been kind of fiery reacting to that's going against our happiness. And the sense that the world has to be bigger than what it is. So just being aware of that. And by that, spirit means we're going to think, oh, okay, if I can just do this, or if I could just have this, or if I could just be this, or do this, or do that. It's kind of like just adding more and more on our plate. If I can just, then it will all be. It will all be exactly what I want. And spirit's like, no, it's embracing the small universe within yourself. And it moves us to the fact that Leo is heart energy. It is the most linked to the heart. We have Leo, which is the heart, Aquarius, which is where the sun is. This is the head. And so our head and heart energy come forward during this time. Leo is the sign of the king and sovereignty. It is a beautiful, beautiful sign. It is the sign that says, I know who I am. And it is the sign that says, I know where I create from. Not I know where I'm created from. I know where I, as a sovereign individual, create from, connect with the universal energy, and create from. If you want to dive deeper into the astrology, check out Pam Gregory here on YouTube. She's absolutely magnificent and linked in the description box below. We then have the dwarf planet Verona, there we go, Verona, which is conjunct the moon. This is very powerful moral compass energy coming forward. Now, this is Leo as well, that moral integrity, moral compass energy coming forward. The truth, justice, and justice where people have been telling lies. Justice for things that have not been true. And this is bringing things down to earth, centering things, looking at things more openly and honestly. We can get caught up in this time because we are represented by justice in the major arcana. We can be caught up with justice during this time. It has to be just fair. It has to be just right. It has to be just like this. It has to be just like that. Be mindful about this because people will look at it and we might think, oh, this is fair. And then somebody else will be like, oh, why didn't you do this? And this isn't fair to everyone, or this isn't fair just like this. So just be mindful about this during this time because it can be very draining on us. We'll take it just in trying to be fair to everything and everyone. We'll wind up absolutely not being fair to ourselves. We then have the dwarf planet Gungkung, And this is at 5 degrees of Pisces. Now, Gungkung is linked to flooding, and it's also the channeler of a lot of psychic energy that's coming down to this earthly plane. And this can be very overwhelming for us. So do be mindful about this during this time, that we can be overwhelmed by the psychic energy, but we are starting to look at things differently. And we are starting to connect in a different way and welcome in the change. But the fiery temper can take over and be like, I don't want all this, like all this that's coming to me. No, but it's going to war with the King of Swords energy, where it's like, oh, but new knowledge, like new ways of seeing things, new ways of understanding. I want this. I want this. I want to see this. I want to understand this. So we're going to need to find a balance within ourselves. And we're going to need to let go of the ego, the pride, the chaos that can absolutely overwhelm us. And that's going to be a little bit more tricky than we think it is. We have the fixed grand cross, which is between the sun at 5 degrees Aquarius, the moon at 5 degrees of Leo, and Jupiter at 6 degrees of Taurus. This is opposing Hume at 2 degrees of Scorpio. This is enormous determination. This is the grit to see things through. This is focus. This is insight. So just be mindful here, because there's something we need to walk away from, but we're going to have that grit, that gumption to us. With the Knight of Wands reverse, which is our fire and our passion and our determination, it's going to be like, no, I want to see it just like this. I want to go just like this. But the 10 of Cups is saying to us, what is your happiness? What is your joy? Where's your passion? What do you need to follow for your heart and your soul and yourself? Jupiter is T-squared the full moon. Now, this is going to magnify anything that we are going through. So just be aware of this during this time. It's going to magnify it all. And Spirit's like, okay, beware. It'll magnify the good. It'll be awesome. It'll magnify the bad. It will be horrific. So just be aware of that. Horrific is a bit much, but no, it's going to seem that way to us. We're going to find that we live, kind of out loud or on the edge or just very intensely during this time. The sun is conjunct Pluto. With Leo bringing everything center stage, we are going to see secrets come to light, especially regarding people of prominence. So especially regarding politicians, celebrities, people that we look at in the public eye, but also people of prominence in our own lives. So just be aware of this during this time. Mercury is conjunct Mars in Capricorn, which is quick thinking energy. We have quick minds. We're quickly connecting to things. In Capricorn, we're looking at things long term, and we're able to see those plans moving us forward. But be mindful of sharp words, especially around anonymity. All right, so sharp words on the internet. This is going to be a time where it will be the best for us to have face-to-face conversations or talk to people on the phone, because we can even find that we have sharp words when we have that anonymity of writing an email, of just kind of like, kind of putting things out there and not having to see the connection of it. So just be aware of that during this time. And that's going to be for everyone. So it can make things a little tricky. Mercury is conjunct Mars in Capricorn. This is a quick... No, I just said that. So Mercury is conjunct Mars in Capricorn, which makes things tricky for us, especially in, again, the non-face-to-face or non-voice-to-voice communication. We have Venus quadrant Uranus, which can bring volatility around money. So be mindful about that. We have the dwarf planet Ixion at 5 degrees of Capricorn, conjunct Venus. And this is asking us, are the rules that you are playing by the right ones? And I love that question. Are the rules that you are playing by, Libra, the right ones? And we're going to be looking at things during this time and saying, what is right for me? Where do I need to be? How am I looking at this? Again, happiness is crowning us. Our heart is crowning us. This is a time where that Leo energy says, hey, listen to your heart. Listen to what your soul is connecting to. Open up your heart. Open up to what you desire. Leo loves drama. Don't let it rule this time. Okay, so just be mindful about this, because we're stepping into February, and February will be an electric month. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so we have these two as bonus cards. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. Okay. So we have here blossoming. and the hard work is paying off. It's interesting that we're crowned with happiness, but there's a frustration to us. We're not blossoming into what we want, and we don't feel like our hard work is paying off. We feel stuck. Well, no, this isn't. This is the end of a tough cycle. Yeah, but it is. It's like we don't feel like our hard work is paying off. We don't feel like we're coming to the end of a tough cycle. And it's like, okay, well, what is this embracing happiness? I have all this chaos around me. I have all this frustration around me. I almost feel like you could cry at times, Libra, where it's like, and I don't know why. Like, I just feel that around this energy. It's like I try to do so well and so much, and be so present, and it's just hard. And Spirit's saying it's time to embrace happiness, and it's not being in charge of anybody else's happiness. It's simply embracing your own, and it's going to be seeing and moving in that energy. Be bold and make the first move. That's reversed. We're not going to want to be bold and make the first move when it comes to leaving what we once thought we would love. We need boundaries. We do. And we need to look at things and say, okay, how am I moving forward? And where is it that I need to be? And how can I be bold and make the first move for me? I need those clear boundaries, but I also need to see, what am I blossoming into? And how am I becoming what my soul needs and desires? Your commitment is being tested because we need to connect with the void. We do. The void of existence, the void of space and time, our connection with the universe. We have the Knight of Wands coming forward. It's like all that fire, all that passion, all that energy comes forward. Okay? Your commitment is being tested. How do we connect to the greater universe of what we want? The expansive space, without feeling small or lost or overwhelmed. It brings us then to the answers you need are coming, and they are. It's going to be through self-reflection as we look at our power and our prestige within ourselves and our embracing of our voice. But we're not going to want to self-reflect. We're going to want to be in the middle of everything. Oh, that's that link to Virgo energy that you have. That was in Virgo's reading as well. We want to be in the link. We want to be in the middle of everything. We want to be that link to everything. And Spirit's like, what if we just reflect and connect? It brings us to a personal issue reaches resolution. As we embrace the power of this moon, as we embrace the power of ourselves, we start to come together with the Two of Cups, the healing, beautiful love, the sense of connection, the sense that there is more than meets the eye to this world and to ourselves. And we start to see this moon empowering us. And we start to show the world the real you as we connect not with the world center stage, but more with the universe within ourselves. And it says here, resistance. What have we been resisting? And what are now we letting go of? And saying, I'm not fighting anymore. And that's going to be a very powerful thing as we show the world who we really are, what we really want, where we really need to be for us. It's like, okay, this is me. And I'm not apologizing because I'm done with that. It brings us then to our bonus cards, which are hunger and wisdom. It's funny that hunger comes up because this is the wolf moon. That's why the thumbnail is as it is. And so here we have that hunger coming forward. The wolf moon brings forward hunger within us. And so we're going to be looking at that. And we're not going to feel especially wise during this time. We can actually feel like, wow, I'm stumbling. And so it's like, yeah, it's okay to stumble. Wisdom comes through living. Now, yes, you can meet people who are older and not wise at all, and you can meet people who are young and quite wise. So it is how your soul processes the knowledge. And it's that connection with the knowledge that's going to be so important and so powerful for us. It brings us then to our subconscious spirit message. And this is white light. This is healing, this is connection, and this is love. And that's going to be one of the most powerful things for us. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is relationship reversed. What is your relationship like with you? What is your relationship to your creativity, your sensual energy? Where do you need to stand for you, Libra? And how are you bringing that relationship forward? Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Four of Swords. Be mindful of not resting and be mindful of not honoring your story. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Ace of Cups reversed. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine in the universe, is handing you a gift of healing, beautiful love. We're not quite taking it yet. We're not quite ready for it yet for one reason or another. Respecting that within ourselves and seeing that within ourselves is going to be really important. And it's almost here, I'm seeing this more like to our psychic energy, our psychic connection, our greater understanding. There's almost a sense of like, I don't want to do this. And Spirit's like, no, you have to. Like, take that step forward. See where it takes you. See how you open up the door. It's going to be quite, oh, goodness, I just hit my mic. I do apologize. It's going to be quite astounding, how that door opens and where you find yourself. It brings us then to our subconscious Luna message, which is beginnings. And you are good enough. We are going to find that whether we like it or not, this moon brings forward a lot of new beginnings, a lot of new insights. And with you are good enough, it's reversed. And we don't think we are. And I know I tell the story all the time about seeing the you are good enough card right here. And when I first started using this deck, I hated this card. I hated it. I thought how patronizing, how, how stupid. Like that's how I felt with this card. I was like, how stupid. You're never good enough. I mean, that's where I was at my time of existence. I was like, you can always improve. You can always achieve. You can always, and you are enough. Like, what does enough mean? It means that where you stand right now, you are worth that space. You are worth time and you are worth effort. You are enough. You don't need to keep on adding and becoming and looking and searching. You are enough. Now, that can also mean that we need to connect with our love more. We need to connect with our hearts more. We need to look at ourselves and see us. But it doesn't mean you'll be enough when you lose 5 pounds or when you get that bonus or when you move to that zip code or when you, buy that car or when you. It means right now, as I connect with the energy of me, I am enough. And the beginning is reversed because we are starting to begin. But it will take us from this full moon to the new moon to really see ourselves stepping into our power, stepping into our light, stepping into our energy, stepping into ourselves, seeing us as enough. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, of this full moon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.